Alrighty, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today we are finishing up with the last 3 achievements in Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. So, if you've been following this walkthrough up till now, you should have maximum hearts and all hats. So, in this DLC, you basically have to go onto the train and battle your way through carts worth of enemies, and along the way you can collect power-ups and levels and tickets, which you can then use to spend to buy hats or other perks. So, some of these levels can be quite tricky. So, we haven't done this up till now, but if you go to the game, options, game, they have accessibility mode where you can turn up the amount of damage you do and God mode on. So if you just are trying to get the achievements out of the way, I recommend doing this. However, if it's your first time playing through, then you should probably just play it like normally and have some fun with it. But for this sake, I'll show you what it's like to have it on, or I'll do it with it off in normal mode until we get to the certain achievements. So, let's hop on. So, we start here. Only one way we can go. Ooh. And there we go. Dead. I'd also recommend perhaps using the pizza slice if you need it in between each level. And keep going. Don't worry, the levels do get much harder. And they also have harder versions of each of the bosses, as this level area is infinite. So, we're at King Pig already. And the fight's going to go just like it normally does, except there's nothing around for you to help. Alright, sorry about that controller cut off. So, there's no boom blooms to help you here. So, you gotta go around, smack him, and not get greedy. And stab, and he's dead. And we have our first ticket. And the bacon explodes. And onwards we go. Good show. I'm sure you've noticed this is no ordinary train. Time for you to tap deep into your mafioso blood. A mafioso must be resourceful. They must be cunning. They must be charming. All things you don't possess. So we're here to work on it. Here are some train-exclusive trinkets. Choose wisely. So we have plastic fangs, chance to heal on enemy death. Fairy wings, increase your trip's range. Or an explosive keg, chance for enemies to explode on death. So personally, I would recommend the plastic fangs if you're not using God mode, just because it makes it easier. And especially when you can consider hitting enemies multiple times, it comes in handy. And stab. As you can see, that little icon that appeared means that we got healed from it. So with these little donuts, you can actually bait out all of their attacks, as they have limited ammo. Oops. And now they're just a donut. And there we go. And we're on to the second boss. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Whoa, hello, hello. Come on. And there we go. And stab, stab, and dead. So you basically get to take it each time you finish a boss. And the bosses will eventually get buffs and other things to make them much stronger too. And now we get another one. So we have explosive keg, fairy wings, or riot shield. Chance not to take damage. So I'd recommend picking up the riot shield. If you come here to Nurse Berry, you get a kiss and healed. So as you can see, because we have the shovel, they now get 1 shot, and stags take 2 hits. And keep going. You can also use the boxes to your advantage. And there's these new enemies types, which when dead, they create little slime bubbles that will also damage enemies. And you. Oh. Large vehicle outside right now. And hit. Dab. And there we go. I just wait for it to subside. And this way. And we got another boss. Fortunately, the nice thing about this one is that you don't have to worry about it going off into toxic waste puddles. It will, however, still spawn the bunnies. Ooh. And there we go. By the way, this is without having the ×3 God mode on, which is where you take no damage and you deal 3 times the amount of damage you usually do. So, unless you're really struggling, it probably wouldn't make it super fun to play. Alright, so now we have Explosive Keg, Fairy Wings, or Coffee, which makes you go faster. Probably just Coffee. See, now we can move around. And now we have to fight Conductor Onion. So, Conductor Onion. He will do quite a bit of damage. Oh, and we... Ooh! Bet you guys didn't think you were playing a Dark Souls game, did you? So you basically just have to wait out for your opening. Don't get greedy. Get in, get a hit, leave. Oh, see, and that's how the riot shield protected us. Come on. And circle around him. Ooh. And he's almost dead, so he's going to... The range on the shovel is is deceptively long. Or short, I should say. And there you go. And that'll get you the Conductor achievement, as you can see popped in the bottom right-hand corner. And there we go. Last Trinket. And it only gets harder from here. Yeah, so I'm going to recommend the lighter. So you get basically maximum 4 trinkets. Anyway, you get maximum 4 trinkets, so you can create new little trinket builds. Here's Annie. And it's infinite. Anyway, have you found any elites yet? Elites are beefed up enemies that have more health, do more damage, have special abilities. Aggro elites, steel-plated elites, poison elites, and giant elites. And there will also be a combination of them as well, but they'll have multiple buffs. So, as you can see with that up arrow, I believe that's the one that means he has more speed? Or more health. Okay. But now we have to fight the evil version of us. And when you defeat him, you earn your special... Ooh. Okay. So, that passenger achievement is what you get the first time you end up dying. And then it shows you how many loops you made. So, now with this, you can come here. So, allows you to participate in the daily challenge trinket. You can get a hat, and there's another hat. Let's see, here you can buy hats and unlock trinkets. Alright. So, basically you can only do 1 run per day, so without that, let's go ahead and I'll skip ahead to whenever we go back to fight ourselves. Alrighty, and we've made it back again to our evil Turnip boy self. As you can see, it's pretty easy as long as you just aren't bad like I was last time. So, we got the achievement unlocked, and that is actually the last of the achievements for this game. So, I'll go ahead and finish out my run here in the train, and then afterwards, we'll go ahead and I'll show you the different things you can buy. So, we have... Ooh. So these little steel plates means they have a lot more health. But also we have, like, one of the best setups, I think, in my opinion. You have increased trip dodge, so we trip and we can now dash really far out of the way. A lighter for extra damage, a riot shield potentially block damage, and let's see, what's the other one? Oh, and then possibility for heals. This purple bubble means that they'll poison us if we get too close to them, or if they hit us, they'll also deal poison damage. And here we go, Rotten Cat Apple again. As you can see, also, the fire does some really good damage on bosses. Especially if you can just stun lock them like that. Beautiful. Alright, let's keep going. So we no longer will receive any more upgrades, because you only get a maximum of 4 in your kit. So personally, I recommend taking out these things first, as they are definitely the most annoying. And there we go. Rude. Go on, fire the last one. See what happens. And follow up right behind this boy. And stab. And there you go. The fire also will spread, so if the enemies are not careful and they get too close to each other, that's what makes the lighter so good. Is that it literally will just get up right next to them and they'll spread it, because it also attaches to you. So you can then burn yourself and then spread it even further. Uh-oh, the worm does more damage. That worm has poison damage. And there we go. So it is randomly generated, so that's why some levels will be very easy. But overall, the train is not meant to be extremely difficult. Especially if we can light this boy on fire. So see how we're just kind of stunning him in place? And the riot shield protects us from damage just then. And the stag is also not immune to those boxes. And keep going. Yeah, lighter is pretty broken. And we're back to Conductor Onion. And they all say the exact same dialogue. Oh, great. It's the one where he does more damage. Ooh. Oh boy. I also remember if I mentioned this, but you actually can't heal yourself while with the pizza slice. Ooh. Ooh. And we fainted. Well, that's the end of our run. So let's hit continue. And now we can head over here. And so you have the cowboy hat, the fast food hat, and with this daily ticket challenge, it allows you to participate in the daily challenge once per run. So I'll click this to show you. And now, as you can see, there's all sorts of extra stuff here. So we'll go ahead and buy the, let's see, buy the nurse's hat. So there's actually 11 new hats you can get. And there's also all these extra things. A chance to heal on car clear. So you basically get this opportunity to purchase new stuff. Alrighty, everyone, so that concludes our 100% walkthrough of Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. We finished getting the last 3 achievements related to the Sunset Station, and we finished collecting everything there is in the game. The only thing left is to basically keep playing for tickets to buy the remaining couple of hats in the game. In the meantime, thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you guys real soon.